So hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been talking to a lot of you on Twitter, on Instagram, and there seems to be a general consensus of the type of video that people want to see. And one of the top scoring things on the polls was a manga haul. So as you've guessed, today I'm going to do a manga haul. This manga haul is from the last couple of months, so it's this month and the previous month. Month to month, I don't tend to buy too much, but these last couple of months I've actually bought a lot of stuff. I found a lot of deals on eBay and Amazon. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and catch you later. So the first thing that I picked up as part of this manga haul might not be a surprise to some of you if you can gauge my taste in manga, and that is the Gantz Omnibus 2. So these omnibuses were released by Dark Horse when the single volumes are out of print, which annoyingly I had the first 10 of the single volumes and then they stopped printing them, so I couldn't find the others. Well, I could, but it would be quite difficult to get the odd volume, so I thought I would sell them, put them towards these omnibus releases. Hopefully these don't get discontinued and they keep printing them so that I can get the whole set, because I'd really love to know how the story ends. But Gantz is a great series. It's about a group of people that when they die, they end up in a room with a mysterious sphere that tells them that they have to kill some aliens, and if they complete the tasks, they will get their lives back. It sounds really crazy, and it is. I believe it even gets more crazier as it goes on. But I actually really love the story of Gantz. I think the art's really cool. I can't show you this because, as you might see from the sticker, parental advisory, and I don't want to get this video banned off YouTube. But as the book as a whole, I can tell you that it is pretty good quality. The spines have a tendency to bend, which is annoying because it's actually 3 volumes in one, not 2 in one, which in my opinion is probably a little bit too much. I'd have preferred maybe a hardcover, but the actual glossiness of the cover is really nice. So Gantz as a whole, I would definitely check it out if you haven't already. And yeah, that's the first book of this haul. So number 2 probably needs no introduction, and that is the Promised Neverland. So the last couple of months I've heard a lot of buzz around this. It seems to be a really popular series. I won't go into too much detail about what it's about because obvious spoilers might be heard. But actually I found these on eBay and I got volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, volume 5, volume 6, and volume 7. And I got all of these for £20 on eBay. Someone must have been absolutely drunk out of their mind that day to sell it for that price, but maybe they didn't enjoy the story too much. Maybe they didn't really get into it, didn't get past the first volume. But yeah, I've been loving it so far. I'm still only on the first volume, but I do think that it'll get crazier as it goes along, and I'm sort of just saving it for a rainy day for when I can get to reading it, really. But yeah, that's the Promised Neverland. So number 3 is actually a box set, and it's one that I'm really excited to get into, and that is A Silent Voice. So I got this box set on Amazon. It's quite reasonably priced. I think it's about £40. You get the whole series, and it comes in this really nice box with some really cool cover art. So I'll quickly show you some of that. So you've got all the characters on the top, the 2 main protagonists on the side, and yeah, and it comes with, I was quite surprised, it actually comes with a nice little a notebook which one of the main characters uses to write messages. Because if you don't know, A Silent Voice is a manga that I have read before. I've read a couple of volumes, and it's about a deaf girl in a school that gets bullied, and then the bully and her later become friends in later life. And it's something very different. It's something that I haven't seen manga touch on before. Maybe I'm just not that well versed in these types of series. I tend to read a lot of action and battle series, but yeah, the art style's really nice. The character designs are really cute, and I've seen the anime film. I loved it, so I'm really excited to dive into this and just binge read the hell out of it. So yeah, that's A Silent Voice. So next on this haul we have Ran and the Grey World Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I actually picked these up today in my local Waterstones. I spoke to someone who worked there and she said that they were really good and she really recommended them. And I'm trying to branch out with the sort of stuff that I read. I read a lot of battle manga. I've read shonen most of my life. And yeah, these seem really, really interesting. The covers on them properly drew me in. I think I'm a sucker for a really nice cover. And I love a good Viz signature edition. I always think the Viz signature editions are really well put together. And the art style just looks really cute and quite different from the sort of stuff that I'm used to reading. So yeah, I thought we'd give this a whirl. And I'll be sure to let you know what I think. Similarly, this month I picked up, as you can see, After the Rain, Volume 1 and Volume 2. These, I think they might be 2-in-1s because they're really quite thick, and the quality of them is really nice, really well put together. And I got these from eBay, and I paid a total of £10 for both, which I think is a pretty sweet deal. If they're 2-in-1s, then that's like 4 volumes for £10. That's really, really good, a really good offer. And going into this, I didn't really know a whole lot about it, but I think it revolves around the topic of depression, which is something that, as I say, I don't think I've personally seen a lot of in manga, and I enjoy reading something outside the norm, something that makes me think a little bit. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to finally diving into this, and that's After the Rain. So next, as part of this haul, I am actually really excited to read these, and it's Happiness by Shuzo Ishimi. So these are really, really nice quality releases from Kodansha. They've got a nice matte finish. They feel really, really good, and I believe this is, for people who don't know, this is the author of The Flowers of Evil. I haven't finished that series either at the moment, but what I have read I really love, so I thought I would pick this up. And I believe it's supposed to be a sort of a realistic vampire drama. Hopefully nothing like Twilight, because I didn't really enjoy that, but as someone who really loves drama and I love gory things, I think that these will be absolutely fantastic. So I picked up Volume 1, I've got Volume 2, Volume 3. These have really nice cover art as well, some of the best that I've seen. Volume 4, which is still sealed, so you know that the messed up stuff's going to be in there. Volume 5, also sealed, and Volume 6. I think there's 8 of these, I could be wrong, release to date. I actually got these from my local Forbidden Planet comic book store, and they do 3 for 2 on all manga, so I got a pretty sweet deal on these. And yeah, be sure to let me know in the comments below what everyone thinks of Happiness. If it's good, I can't wait to read it, and I'll let you know what I think when I get around to it. So the last 2 on the list are quite polar opposites, and the first one you'll recognise from my previous video of manga series that deserve more recognition, and that is Ajan Demihuman. So I got the first volume, the second volume, third volume. The covers are quite dark, but the colours are actually pretty vibrant. It's Volume 4, Volume 5, and Volume 6. And as I say, these line up really nicely on the shelf. I love the colours. I think they get even more colourful as it goes on. And I binge read the hell out of this. I really love it. I can't wait to buy more of it. So yeah, you definitely need to check that out. And if you haven't watched my previous video about manga series that deserve more recognition, which this is featured on, you should definitely do that. I'll leave the link in the description below, or you can just click on the channel home button and find it that way. But yeah, every view, every like counts, so definitely be sure to go and check that out as well. So I've saved the biggest and possibly the best for last. I picked this up as an absolute steal off eBay, and that is Nana. So I got the entire series. I'm just going to flick through these really quickly so you can see the covers. Nana is a shoujo series, which is a romance, typically aimed at girls actually, and it's something very different. As you can tell, this month I've been picking up a lot of different stuff, not just your stereotypical battle manga, but these follow two girls who share the same name and how their lives connect and differ, and I'm really excited to read these actually. Some of them are absolute fabulous quality. The art style is definitely very different to what I'm used to, as with most shoujo. I think a lot of the character designs look quite samey, but I hear the story is fantastic. And I got this on eBay. I got it for very cheap. It's the whole series. Some of the volumes have pretty much never been read before, and some of them are absolutely massive. Like, the spine on this is really big for a standard volume of manga. And yeah, the seller was actually a charity, so I was quite happy to pay what it was because it all goes to charity. And obviously I intend to get quite a lot out of these, with it being the entire series. So that's volume 12. So we've got volume 13. I believe this series was actually cancelled, which is unfortunate. So it may be possible that I might never get the true ending of this series, which will be really unfortunate. But for what it's worth, I think that it was definitely worth the money. I think I'm in for a crazy ride, and yeah, I really look forward to reading these. So it's volume 20 and 21. So yeah, that's Nana. So that's it for this April-May manga haul. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I bought this past couple of months. There'll definitely be more to come in the future. I'm not just doing manga hauls as well. I've got some reviews, I've got recommendations, and I've got a couple of other little things that I'm going to roll out really soon that are very different to other things that you're seeing on YouTube at the minute. So if you enjoy the content that I'm putting out, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and you can follow me on all social media, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.